Hey, my name is Crystal Almeida. I'm the CEO and founder of the Mom Link, an absolutely incredible community. I know. You hear me on every single platform, always talking about how obsessed I am with this community of women supporting women in business, because I truly believe it is one of the keys to success for female entrepreneurship is immersing yourself in community and not doing entrepreneurship alone. Anyways, today I am here to talk to you about the Empower Her Summit that is coming up like literally 2 weeks. We are headed to New Jersey, our 2-day virtual event that I cannot wait for each and every one of you to experience. So if you haven't registered, the link is scrolling here on this live. So go ahead and check it out or head over to our Instagram, click the link in bio, get your ticket. It is completely complimentary. On Friday for day one of the summit. It is virtual. All Zoom and join us on Zoom with everybody there. And then on day 2, we are headed to New Jersey. But don't worry, you will not miss out because day 2 is actually a hybrid summit. We are doing the in-person and virtual summit on the same day. So if you haven't registered, grab your ticket. Don't miss out because one thing the Mom Link has always done, and we always promise to deliver high amount of value. So come prepared, bring your notebook. You are going to take away so much from this summit and all of our incredible speakers. So today I actually have a special guest with me who I met, another fellow Canadian female powerhouse woman in business. Her name is Shelagh Cummins, and she is one of our spotlight speakers for the summit. I cannot wait to personally experience hearing her speak at the summit, and for each and every one of you to take away all of the gems and all of the tips that she is going to be sharing in regards to finding your ideal avatar. So let me bring up Shelagh right now so you can all meet her as well. Hello. Hey, Shelagh. Welcome.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Well, thank you for being one of the speakers, spotlight speakers at the upcoming Mom Link Summit. I can't wait for you to meet the community, to experience a Mom Link event. And I'm really excited to have you because you were actually introduced to me from one of our leaders in the Mom Link, Camille Jones, who met you at another event, and she right away videotaped you, sent me videotapes. She's like, you got to watch this woman. She's absolutely incredible, an inspiration. And so it was just the perfect fit to have you come and speak at the Empower Her Summit. And I just want to kind of start right there, Shelagh. In terms of you've been speaking at different women's events, let me know, like, is the female entrepreneur your avatar? Is that somebody who you've kind of focused your impact on delivering in the world?
Absolutely. The reality is, Crystal, that women do business differently. And we have a lot of different demands on our time. We have different responsibilities. There's a different set of standards that we're held to. And so, though I do coach a couple very brave men privately in my groups and publicly, I do serve a predominantly women or women identifying audience.
And Shelagh, so take me back. So I am new to the game of to the world of entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur for 3 years now. How long have you been coaching entrepreneurs and women in business?
So I've been in the coaching training space for over 14 years now. So my company has definitely stood the test of time, and there's been some different iterations. And as every journey does, it's a little bit of a growth and evolution process for sure. And then last year, I launched a funding program for women entrepreneurs so they could secure a loan in order to make very strategic moves in scaling. So I tend to work with established businesses that are growing quickly and need to implement an infrastructure to sustain the growth. And inevitably, it's going to take time and energy, but also money to scale.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. So Shelagh, what would you say you've worked with entrepreneurs, probably, I'm assuming in all kind of
Thousands.
thousands.
Thousands. Yep.
So you've seen the struggles, you've seen the challenges that
Yeah.
female entrepreneurs experience. You've seen the brand new entrepreneur, I'm sure, to the seasoned entrepreneur, to, the scaling from 6 to 7 figures. So tell me, what is like the main pain points that you seem to always see kind of as a theme for female entrepreneurs that you have kind of focused on supporting and helping women in business?
Yeah, great question. So I think that it's important to note that the stage of entrepreneurship that you're at will bring forward some different challenges. So when you're starting out, when you're under 6 figures, the biggest challenge I see is people are not clear on their offer or what it is that they sell, or they muddy the waters and they try and sell too many different things, and they don't have a price point that's going to enable them to grow. So they are really focused on the today. They're, maybe have a product, a program, or a package that they're trying to sell, and they don't know who they're selling to. They're not totally clear on what it is. They haven't got it priced properly. So the biggest challenge is the offer. Once you hit a certain amount of revenue, it's usually an indication that you figured out what it is that you're selling. But then we have a delivery issue. So if you're, a coach, a consultant, a service owner, and you are doing all the things, then that's exactly what's stopping you, is you are doing all the things. And that's where my scaling made simple process and infrastructure comes into play. We go through and we put in 3 main gears into your business, and then we keep moving through those three gears, and then from each 3 gears, there are another 3 elements that we need to be continually focusing on as you're growing. So it really is going to depend on your stage and what it is that you're selling.
Okay, so I love that we're headed in this direction. So Sheila is actually going to be speaking at the summit and helping you identify your ideal avatar. So
Yeah.
Sheila, tell me, have you come across entrepreneurs who are like, I know exactly who I'm selling to, and then come to figure out they actually weren't very clear on who they were selling to?
Absolutely. One of the things we're going to talk about is that there's 3 groups of people within your community that you are trying to sell to, and often we're selling to the wrong group. So there's those in your community that are thriving and are wanting more, and that's where we want to focus our sales. And I'm going to take you through a process to help identify whether you are in alignment with what it is that they need. Because when your offer meets somebody's need at a price point that works for them and you offer the results, then that's where all of the selling happens. But what happens is we often sell to the 2 other groups of people in our communities, one of which is those that are stable. They're very happy with where they're at, and they're not willing to do the work to get to the next level. And so if you think about a Weight Watchers program, there's a lot of people who are signing up because they want the end result, but they're not willing to do the day-to-day work in order to get there. So we might call them stable, stuck, or, just complacent, I guess would be another word. And then the group that we're often trying to sell to, because women, we have huge hearts, we want to change the world, is we want to help those people that are really struggling. The problem is when somebody is struggling, they're not always ready for you. They're not ready for your service. They're not ready for your program, your package, or whatever it is that you sell. And so we end up selling to people that kind of hit a lot of the demographics of who we think should be buying, but they're not in a situation or a state for them to be able to buy. And so we put out offer after offer and nobody's buying. And then we get frustrated. And that's when things tend to go downhill. So yeah, it's not just looking at sort of a high level of who your client is really understanding who they are, how they're operating, and what it is that they want. And that's part of the process I'll take you through.
Oh, I'm so excited. Sheila, you just said something. So I've been reading the 5 a.m. Well, I've read it. Now I'm on the second time reading it because it was such an amazing book, the 5
Mhm,
a.m. Club book.
mhm.
And one of the things that it really focuses on, and you hit it right there. Well, 2 things. If you want sales, if you want to be good at sales, then you've got to work at being good at sales. And Sheila, I think that's what you're essentially saying. Like, you've got to figure it out. I think entrepreneurs sometimes are afraid of sales. They don't know what they're doing in sales, but you can become an expert in sales. You just got to do the work. You can become an expert in sales in your own business if you actually do the work to figuring it out, right? So nothing's going to work if you don't do the work. That's the one thing. And then the other thing that you just touched upon was that granular thinking when it comes to sales. Not just casting a wide net and hoping that you're just going to pull some fish out of the sea, but knowing who exactly you're going to target and why you're targeting them, and knowing that, are the people who you're targeting, are they even ready to be sold to, right? And so I love that you touched upon those two things. Anything in business, you definitely need to do the work for it to work, and especially in sales. So I'm so excited to have you teach this at the summit. And just bring your knowledge and value to the MomLink community. Sheila, I appreciate that so much.
Pleasure.
And I guess my last question, Sheila, how have you, from what you've seen from the MomLink so far, from what you've seen on our socials and what Camille has told you, let me know, how are you feeling about the Empower Her Summit? Are you excited to come and meet the community, to come see the women who will be there on Zoom? Let me know, how are you feeling gearing up for this event?
Well, of course I'm excited. I mean, I think women are the most untapped market in our economy. I think that they are underestimated, they're undervalued. And when we can tap into more women owning their space, owning their value, knowing their worth, putting their service, their product out on the market, we're going to see massive impact on our society and our economy. So anytime I have the opportunity to connect with and chat to a group of women that are kind of holding our future in their hands, it gets me very, very excited.
Oh, I love that, Sheila. I couldn't agree more. And one of the pillars of the MomLink is collaboration. And I truly believe that through collaboration, we can revolutionize the way women do business. And if we just walk that talk and continue to play in the game and support other women in business, because we can kick our own doors of opportunities wide open when we choose to work together. So Sheila, thank you so much for jumping on this live with me. If you haven't grabbed your tickets for the Empower Her Summit, make sure you do that. Click that link. Head over to our socials where you can grab your free complimentary ticket for Friday's Day 1 Virtual Summit, where Sheila will be speaking and talking to you about your ideal avatar and utilizing the steps on how to figure out exactly who you are selling to. Thank you so much for watching this live, catching the replay, and we'll see you at the Empower Her Summit. Thank you, Sheila.
You're welcome. Thank you.